Hello and welcome to the Mike Less Farmhand Mike YouTube channel, bringing you some of the biggest and best variety and definitely the most versatile farming content on social media today. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Farmhand Mike.
When you're running combine and have that view over there, that's just pretty awesome. That's almost as awesome as watching that Mike Less guy on YouTube.
That is one good-looking tractor and grain cart. Hey everyone, I am bringing you another 2022 wheat harvest video from my recent trip to northern Oklahoma and southern Kansas. In this video, I am out in the field with Befort Harvesting out of Hays, Kansas. Now they have several combines and crews running in the area, but they are split up here. And in this video, I am out in one field where they are running two of their John Deere X9 1100 combines with the John Deere HD50R draper heads. These are a 50-foot wide draper head. Also in this video, you will see a John Deere 9520R pulling a Brent Avalanche 1196 grain cart, and I have lots of good drone footage, some on-the-ground footage of these two combines running in this field. Now the John Deere X9 combine is pretty new. This is actually only the second time I've got to video these. I had one a couple years ago in corn harvest. First time seeing these things run in wheat. Now this area of Oklahoma has been in a very dry situation, drought conditions. Luckily, they do have somewhat of a wheat crop here, but you can see the wheat is hurting. Not the best crop in the world, but hey, these machines were running along here about 7.5 miles an hour with these 50-foot wide heads. The field that I'm in is about 8 miles south of the town of Alva, Oklahoma. Now, there is a lot of wheat grown in this area, but the wheat in this area is not necessarily grown for maximum grain yields. A lot of the guys in this area are cattle farmers, and they plant this wheat in these fields year after year, but their main deal is to graze cattle on this wheat over the winter. This is winter wheat, so they will drill this or seed this in the fall around September or so forth, and the wheat gets to growing good, and then late fall they'll turn cattle loose on it, let cattle graze on this wheat all winter long, and then come March when it starts warming up, the wheat starts growing a bit. They'll take the cattle off and then let this grow into a grain crop. Now you take a dry year like this, some of the fields, if it doesn't look like it's going to make much, they'll just graze it out and let it go. And then a lot of times it just seems when the custom cutters arrive into town, it's time to harvest the wheat. They start getting some big storms and so forth. There's a lot of rain delays come harvest time and whatnot. You're going to see parts of this field that have a lot of green growth coming up, and that is due to the recent rains. They have actually been getting some pretty decent rains here just as the wheat was ripening just a little bit too late. Like one farmer told me, we were one rain away from 50 bushel wheat. And what he meant by that was 50 bushel of wheat to the acre. A lot of this wheat in conditions like this, I mean, this might be making 25, 30 bushel an acre, whatnot. A lot of people ask me about double crop in this area. This part of Oklahoma does not get a lot of rain, so double cropping like planting soybeans or another crop into this after wheat harvest does not happen very often. There is a little bit of milo, some sesame, and some other crops grown in this area that can be put in, but due to the dry conditions or the dry climate here, you do not see a lot of that. Now the combine here was coming up along the property line. The wheat that's standing here to the right actually belongs to another farm, so he just cut a swath out here so he could unload and get the field opened up in this part. Now, like I said earlier, Befort Harvesting was in the area. They also run a lot of S-Series John Deere combines and had crews throughout the area cutting wheat. Now, these guys start in Texas, and as the wheat ripens, they move north. So this is actually stop number 2 for these guys, but they will work their way north through the country as the wheat crop ripens, and they actually cut out in Oregon and Washington, and you'll see that somewhere in the August time frame. So I hope to meet up with these guys later on and get some more footage in the hills of Washington and Oregon. And come into summer, when the wheat crop is all harvested throughout the country, these guys will move a little farther south and they will work and harvest fall crops such as corn, soybeans, sunflowers, and other crops. Just a couple quick specs on the John Deere X9 1100 combine. These are powered with a John Deere PowerTech 13.6 liter diesel engine rated at 603 horsepower with a maximum horsepower rating of 690 horsepower. These combines have a 460 bushel grain tank and can unload at 5.3 bushels per second. These are a dual rotor combine with rotors 24 inches in diameter and 11.5 feet long. The rotor speed on these combines are adjustable from 300 to 1300 RPMs depending on your crop conditions and your needs. These have a large cleaning capacity between the chaffer and the sieve, a total cleaning area of 75.02 square feet. And the machines you see in this video have tires on them. You can also get these with tracks. And as I am here editing this video, I do have a few more of these combines lined up for some more wheat harvest and corn and soybean harvest this fall. So stay tuned for that. video. I hope everyone enjoyed it. If you did like this video, please go down there and hit that like button, and feel free to comment below. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please go down there and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more of what I'm doing, what I'm filming, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Farmhand Mike. And as always, thanks for watching. Check back often. Always lots of new farming content coming to my YouTube channel.